Hello, party people. Hello. It is Randy for Thunderhorse Descendant. I'm here today with the last project from Bargain Bead Box. Let's see, project number 5. Project number 5. This is our last project for July's Bargain Bead Box. I'm super excited to get going on this little necklace. Now, this is a little necklace, and I did pull some things from my stash because I was in my charms pulling things. But we're going to make it anyways. It looks like a super cute one. So, good way to end our July Bargain Bead Box. So, I have some news. I just wanted to let you all know about my news. I received an email from Bargain Bead Box letting me know that for the first time ever in life, I'm going to be receiving a free Bargain Bead Box. So, yay! How did this happen? Well, how this happened is I have a referral code for Bargain Bead Box. If you've never been a member of Bargain Bead Box before, you can use our code. It is Thunderhorse86. At checkout, and I always put it in the description of all my videos when you go to sign up for Bargain Bead Box. So this lets them know that you are watching our videos and that you want to get involved with them as well. So for every person, every third person who uses the code, we get a free box. So super exciting. I'm super excited about it. I think we have at this point 300 plus Bargain Bead Box videos on Thunderhorse Descendants channel. So if you haven't seen that, I'll link it up here. It just says Bargain Bead Box playlist, and you can check out all of our doings that we've done since, I want to say it's been a couple of years now. I don't know exactly how long it's been. We've been doing Bargain Bead Box, but I know it's been a long time. So if you are new here, this is the last video in the series. So we do an unboxing video, we do a plan video, and then we make plans or different videos for all of the plans that we made. So we had 5 projects planned for July, and this is our last one. So let's jump down to the mat, get this party started. All right, so here's our plan for the day. Here we are. So it just says charms from stash, the chain, and then it says seatbelt in your charms. So that's a thing. We're going to seatbelt in our charms today. So let's just put this over here for the time being. Take a look at our beads. So, just as a reminder, Thunderhorse Descendant is a working studio, so our wonderful, spectacular, amazing assistant Shannon is down here shipping orders. So if you hear some commotion going on, that's just work happening. Okay, so this is the chain that came in the Bargain Bead Box, and I wanted to make and use some of these crystals and some of these. So these also came in the Bargain Bead Box. This is kind of what I had left after our bracelets. So just a few beads and the chain, and then the rest, oh, there's another one. And the rest of these are just little things that I've pulled from my stash. They're little wound up charms, and then this little hope charm. We're going to use that as a razzle dazzle off the side just for funsies. So let's get this party started, shall we? So here's our chain situation. Now I want to do an 18-inch chain. So I'm going to measure here. I'm going to measure 17.5, I suppose. Right here. Because once I get all of my, probably won't even need that because I'm going to piece some of these into the chain. But once I get my findings on and everything, we should be good to go. So this is kind of how it's going to look, and then I am going to piece a few of these into the chain, so we actually will have a little bit, you know, extra up here. And I'm not exactly sure which way I want to go about this. I don't know if I want to put these all into the chain. I don't think I want to evenly space them, but you never know what I might do. You never know. And then this is going to be like this. Now, this might not be your jam. That's perfectly fine. I just thought it was super fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yeah. Maybe 5 is better. Maybe 5 is better. I'm going to put this kind of more longer one in the middle. And then I think I'll use this one over here. Just to kind of space it out a little bit. And then these guys, I think I might put one with each of these. Because why not? Right? All right, that's the plan. Let's do this. Let me get some wire. Let's see. Let's use silver 22 gauge, of course, like I would use anything else. 22 gauge. Okay. And I think the first thing that I'm going to do, so I like to kind of do my things in, I don't know how you want to explain it, spurts, I guess. So I'm going to remove the charms from here. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to start by wrapping these up and getting them into the chain. So by the looks of this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we have 6. I am going to have to evenly space chain in between these in order for it to kind of, you know, be okay. So let's start. Let's just go ahead and start. I'm going to get a smidge of this wire, 22 gauge, and move that over to the side without losing everything. Here we go. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my round nose, and I'm going to start right here. Now a lot of you have seen this before. We're going to give it a bend, so it looks like the number 7. We're going to go up over the top, spin, all the way to the other side. Apply pressure, looks like this. Bring this all the way around, so it is a happy lollipop head. Okay, we're going to spin back to the top. Now right here, I'm going to open this, and I'm going to attach my chain. So I'm just going to start at the end of this chain, since we are going to have to splice it in evenly. There's a little bit of the chain that I cut off, so I want to make sure that's not on there. Okay. So here we go. Let's put that first link on there. And that's going to go into our happy lollipop head. Easy peasy. We're going to come in with the chain nose, grab the happy lollipop head on both sides, the whole thing. And we are going to wrap this tail around 3 times. We want to make sure that they're not being wrapped over the top of each other or anything. There we go. 2 and 3. Okay. So this is what we got. We're going to give this a trim up. And we got squish the tail in so it doesn't jump out, hurt nobody. Now this is going to be my first one, and I believe I want the big one at the bottom, and I want the small one at the top. I think that's how I want to go. So there we go. So now I'm going to take my chain nose and I come in here, and I'm going to leave a bit of space between because that's where my wraps are going to go. I'm going to bend. When I bend, it's almost like this part, the bottom part of my plier, is touching up against the bead. I'll go over the top, spin, apply pressure, bring this around, happy lollipop head. Okay, now we're going to open because we got to apply chain here now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the other side of this for the time being, and I'm going to put that in there into the happy lollipop head. Okay, grab a hold of the head on both sides, and we are going to wrap down until we reach the bead. So it should be about 3 times, just like it was before. Okay, so I do want these to be tight, like tight to each other. I don't want them to really be loose or anything. So if you have to go an extra half a wrap or something for that, that's fine. Now when you go to tuck the tail, it is gonna tighten up a little bit because you're gonna take that little smidge of tail and you're gonna wrap it in. Give this a work harden. Okay. And here's what we got. So this is the move. This is what we're going to do. So now I'm going to figure out how many links of chain I want to have in between both. Now, as a reminder, we are going to be putting our little charms. Now my charms, it's going to be mixed metal because these charms are all wrapped in bronze and this is gold chain. I don't care about that. Now you don't necessarily have to seat belt the charms in. What does that mean, Randy? What that means is that we would attach this jump ring into the actual chain so the charms cannot move. That's what it means. But before we can do that, we have to look and see how many links of chain we want to have between each. So 1, 2, 3, 4 looks like a good place to attach a charm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's 8. So let's try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that means we need to cut this one. All right, so let's just take a look here about what this is going to look like when we get our charms on. This one is kind of just a test. I wouldn't normally put these on. I'm going to do all these wraps first before I put these on, but I want to see what it looks like for science. So I'm going to open this, and I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. And so that is what we have. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4 on the other side. I think that's going to work out pretty good. So that is how I'm going to go. Now I'm going to go into the next bit here. Okay. So again, I'm just going to create my wire wrap, same way I did the other one. Bring it around. Open her up. And then right here, I'm going to attach in on this last piece of chain. So this can go into the lollipop head. Grab hold of it and wrap. Yep. This one, tuck the tail in. There we go. So now this is what we have. And I'm going to add my beads. So now I am going this way. So like this is where the front part of the necklace is going to go, is right here. So now I gotta ask myself, okay, do I want to continue with the little bead and then the big bead? Because I'm technically working backwards, which means I would have to put the little bead and then the big bead. Okay, so it would look like this, and then they would both be going the same way. Or I could flip them so that maybe these look kind of capped, or like they're the centerpiece. Let's see what that looks like. So it's really up to you what you want to do here. I think I kind of like that. I kind of like that. I think I'm going to go like this. So the two are the same around the charm, because that means on the next one there'll be crystals. Okay. We'll do like that. Okay, so again, we're going to leave enough space to wrap down to the bead, up over the top. Bring this around. Open her up. Connect to the back of this chain. Grab hold of that and wrap down. Dig it, a dig it. Look, this would just be cute all on its own. If you didn't want to do any more, you could just put your clasp on there and have yourself a lovely day. All right, so now we're going to count over 8 chain links. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cutting the 9th one right there. Okay. I mean, I'm already doing it. I might as well put my little charm on here. Okay, counting into the 4th one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we are. We're going to continue on right here. Doing the same thing with all of our charms, right? And all of our beads, making sure that these two match. So now next I will start with a crystal here. We'll just keep going like that. That's what we'll do. All right, guys, here we are at the end. Let me zoom out just a little bit. So, here we go. I got all my charms on there. Looking quite cute. Now what we're going to do is we are going to splice it. So we're going to make sure our chains are the same length. We're going to measure it. We're going to put on our findings. We're also going to put on our razzle dazzle here. Okay, so I'm just going to pull this down. I know you guys probably can't see everything. So let me just give this a measure here. So if I left it the way it is, we've got 22 inches. Now, I don't generally wear mine that long, But we might put this one up for sale, so I mean 22 inches is not horrible. I do think it might be a smidge long, so I'm going to do maybe a 20 inch. So to do that, what I'm going to do, zoom in, is I'm just going to take off a little bit of length here, and I'm just going to put this little piece of wire into my links. Oop. And I'm going to cut. Now, if some of you freaked out at that, don't worry, it's fine. We're fine. You're fine, I'm fine, we're all fine. Alright, now we are going to attach on our jump rings. I'm going to see if the ovals are going to fit. It might actually give us a little bit more length than I was anticipating. Yes, okay, great. I'm going to put my lobster on there. Okay, and then just an oval over here on the end. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Now you could add into here a jump ring just to give yourself a little more space. I'm just gonna cut it. If some of you just cringe, don't worry, it's fine. Don't worry, it's fine. You're fine, I'm fine, we're all fine. I'm gonna just take another oval. So then if there was a person like me who likes to wear them, you know, 18, 19, maybe even 17, depending on if you're layering or not, you have a little bit of an option here for spacing. I'm just putting that oval jump ring directly into the chain, and now what we have is an option. We love an option. So we have this one as well. There we go. Right? And if you didn't want it, you wouldn't have to have it. So let's take a measure of that one. Okay, 20 inches on the shorter one, 22 inches on the longer one. I actually thought that was going to give me 18, but it's fine. I'm not going to do another splice because then too much of it will be showing. Okay, over here is where we're going to put our razzle dazzle. So now we have this little extra piece of chain. Now I'm just going to use a little smidge of this, and I actually have a little smidge right here. So I'm just going to use this scrap piece. The scrap piece appears to be 1 1/4 inches long. It's going to be a little longer than that once we get these jump rings on there. So now this one, I'm going to put on the charm. I just picked this hope charm because I thought it was cute. You can really do whatever you want with it. So now here's some options for you about your razzle dazzle. Let me zoom out. Let me get this together so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, a lot of options here. A lot of options. So let's lay the necklace out. So basically, necklace is going to be like so. Okay. Now, with your hope charm, let me get a jump ring. Couple of things you could do. So we could go here originally like I had planned. Now I would want this somewhere up about here, so it kind of hangs down on the collarbone area. You know, not too far away from the beads, but not up so high that it's hanging in the back. So there's, it'd probably be like here-ish. So there's an option for you. You don't like that. You can come down here to the front and you could maybe give this a little bit of a shorten. You could hook it down here in the front if you would like. You could even wrap this over like a bail and jump ring it. So there's an option for you, which is kind of cute. You could go to the side on one of these links over here and just hang it down dangly. Hang it towards the focal but not completely on the focal. There's a lot of options for us. I do like the front. I do like the front. I think it's cute. I would hang it so it hangs lower than the other. If I was to do that, I think that is pretty cute, actually. But I do think I'm going to hang mine up here. I'm going to hang mine up here like I had originally planned. Let me get my jump ring. Now, here's my thing. I'm a little concerned about how this is going to hang with the chain. So this is what I'm going to do. And if this bothers you, please just shut your eyes for the time being. Because I'm gonna say here. Looks good to me. Down just a little bit. And I'm going to cut it. If you just freaked out, don't worry. Remember not to panic. We are not panickers. We're going to come in here with this guy. We're going to get a hold of that jump ring. Or the chain, actually. Ooh, this jump ring is a little thicker than the others. Hold on a second. Okay, we're going to jump these two pieces of chain together. No problem. Do a little splicing. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Then we're going to add our razzle dazzle to here instead of into the chain where it might curl up weird and do some kind of strangeness. I don't know. Let's see if this is going to hang correctly the first go around. If not, we may have to take a chain link out. I don't know if I'm going to really know that until I attach it. One second. Oh yeah, that's gonna work. Okay. So, here we are. Now, you would not have to use such a long piece of chain to hang your razzle dazzle on. You could use a short piece. You could use no pieces and just jump ring it to there. You do whatever you want. No rules, remember? No rules. So here we are with our little necklace. I think it is so cute. I'll show it to you on the form, but here's what it looks like in real life, and here is what the little design looked like. Super cute. Project number 5. I think it turned out really well, to be honest with you. Now there's a lot of things you could do with this design. This is a design that has a lot of options. So like, you could use any charms from your stash. You could use theme charms, like you could do seashells, or you could do, you know, sea themed stuff, or you could do celestial stuff, or you could do, you know, whatever you want to do. A few beads, and to be quite honest, we have some beads left from, just take a look see here, what we actually have left. So what we actually have left from our boxes, we do have these, so this might be a little different direction. But we have more of the crystals. These would go really well together, you know, instead of the teal ones I have on here. Oh, no, hold on. You know, these guys. So these picture jasper stones would go really well with those crystals as well. So that's an option. Lots of options. Also, in addition to not only being able to do that, you could also add additional chains here. Additional chains meaning like you could add, I have only silver because that's what Bargain Bead Box has provided us. But if this was me and I wanted to add a little razzle dazzle, I might add silver and bronze chain. I might add different kinds of chain. I might get into my scrap chain and be like, okay, little bit of bronze scrap chain here, a little bit of silver here on this side, a little bit of bronze here, and just add them in with it. It's going to give it more of a look. Lots of options. So anywho, let me pull out the form and we'll take a look at it on there. I took my wood form upstairs, but that's fine. We can look at it on this one. Let me get her straightened out here. So this is on the longest one. Let me put it up on the shorter one so it fits a little bit better. Oh yeah, that's cute. At least this one I can maneuver a little bit better and show you all the doings. This little charm is a little bit crooked. So to be honest with you, I think these charms are just like something from perhaps, I don't want to swear. I got them from Fancy Nancy, but I would assume they're maybe from like a Michael's or a Hobby Lobby or something, where they came on like a card and they were already wound up, you know? So there we go. Super cute. I really do like this. This is something that I kind of want to keep. But we can't keep everything. According to Deborah, she was like, Randy, cannot keep everything. True, true. The fun part about winding up the charms is that if for some reason they're not laying correctly, you can just twist them to get them to lay in the appropriate way that you want. Why do I feel like this is not focusing? You can get them to lay the way that you want by just giving them a little half a twist, and it's not going to hurt it at all. I think this is really cute. I really enjoy the razzle dazzle over here on the side. That's been kind of my thing I've really been getting into for some reason right now. I don't know why, but I like it. Now here's the back, and you can see I'm on the smaller setting. When you're on the smaller setting, it doesn't sit directly on the back of the neck, but like, whatever about that. Who cares about that? Not me. I think this is so cute, you guys. I really like it a lot. All right. Well, that is a lovely way to end our Bargain Bead Box for July. So here, Desert Sands, just to recap. If you do get the box, you do get a 30% off coupon. Now let me just give you a little unsolicited advice. Which they claim is hostile, by the way, just so you know. I am going to take my 30% off coupon. I'm going to get some more of this chain. What was the name of this chain? It's the diamond chain. 1 meter, 4x2 millimeter brass diamond cut chain. They claim it to be lead-free, nickel-free, cadmium-free, $3.99. We need some more of that. This is pretty good. I'm really liking how it looks with a lot of this stuff. The diamond shape of it is really making it look really shiny, which I like. The only way I could really like it more, I guess, is if it was stainless steel, because it doesn't say that it's stainless steel. It doesn't feel like it's stainless steel. But regardless, it's still really good. So I would give that a whirl. It's probably what I'll do with my coupon. Again, if you're interested in Bargain Bead Box, let us know. Let me know how you feel about it down in the comments. How was your desert sands experience? Did you try any of the designs out? Feel free to come over to our Facebook group. We have a Facebook group, a Facebook business page, and we have a Facebook like members chat on Facebook Messenger chat, you know. So come over there, show us your designs, let us know what you're working with. Don't worry about the rules. There's no rules. The rules are use hashtag what's on my mat today, regardless of whatever beads you're using or design or what have you. Hashtag what's on my mat today. Do not put spam in posting spam, and do not post things for sale on your website or things for sale on your whatever. You can do your photos and your stuff, and you're just going to use hashtag what's on my mat today. Trust me, if somebody wants to buy it, they're going to message you. Don't even worry about it. This is super cute. I'm really happy with it. I kind of want to make another one. I kind of wish I had more of these. Anyways, I hope you're all having a lovely, spectacular, amazing beading day. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.